Now, the latest ITV news, where you are.
Tonight, we remember Prince Philip's life in London. The palace announces the Duke of Edinburgh died this morning at the age of 99. Londoners share their memories of the royal who spent decades dedicating his life to service.
He was just so real, and he came across like he was just himself. So for me, it was just like, wow, like he's interesting.
We're here at Buckingham Palace this evening and across the capital as well.
Here in Windsor, where the Duke died, people have been arriving all afternoon to lay flowers.
And we're on board the Cutty Sark with tributes to the man known as the Baron of Greenwich.
And we look at one of the Duke's favourite hobbies, carriage riding. Good evening. He's the man who's been a constant by the Queen's side for almost 70 years. And tonight, the capital has been paying its own tributes to Prince Philip, who's died at the age of 99. Since Buckingham Palace made the announcement this morning, a steady stream of people have been arriving here behind me to lay flowers to remember a life long lived. Similarly at Windsor, where he passed and where he'll be laid to rest, the public has been arriving throughout the day to pay their respects and take a moment of quiet reflection. Tonight, we'll look back at his life here in London, the place he called home, the impact of his public service in the capital, and also remember one of his favourite pastimes. But first, Ron K. Phillips on the death of a prince. Just like families all across the capital over the past year, the royal family are now grieving for an extraordinary man during extraordinary times. Here at Buckingham Palace, Londoners have been arriving throughout the day. But don't forget that we're being encouraged not to come here or Windsor Castle to lay flowers, just to make sure everyone stays safe. But the mere fact that people want to pay their respects to Prince Philip shows the impact he had and the man he was. Tonight, the Queen starts the difficult journey of grief, alongside adapting to a public service life on her own. She'll be without the man she once described as her strength and stay, who's been by her side throughout her 69-year reign. Their children, grandchildren and great-grandchildren mourn alongside her, but so too will the country and this city, each in our own way. We're back with the latest at 11 o'clock after an extended ITV News at 10. Coming up, Mary Nightingale with a special ITV Evening News programme.
Hello there. Very good evening to you. Across much of the capital through today, there was some spells of sunshine to greet us first thing this morning, but for the weekend, it looks like it's going to be a rather chilly weekend to come. That northerly airflow redevelops that we saw earlier in the week. Not as cold as earlier in the week, though, saying that. There will be some light outbreaks of rain at times too, and for most of us as well, where we do see clearer skies at night, there is the risk too we could see an overnight frost. We've got a little weather front with us that we've been seeing some outbreaks of rain across much of the country through today. That fizzles out tonight and into tomorrow. Then it's this little feature here, this area of low pressure. Now, there is some uncertainty about how far north this will track, and that could bring some light outbreaks of rain across central southern England, possibly for the likes of East Anglia and for the capital too as we go through Saturday. But there's still, like I said, some uncertainty even at this stage. So through this evening and overnight, we've got cloudier skies out there at the moment with that weather front. There's starting to be some light outbreaks of rain at times too, but for the majority of us overnight tonight, it turns a lot drier. There could be a few clearer skies for the likes of St Albans, and temperatures dropping into low single figures. So a rather cool start to our day on Saturday. Cloudy skies from the word go for tomorrow. There will be some light outbreaks of rain on and off too. The winds staying fairly light, and remember that feature, that's just giving a little bit more unstable air across southern counties of the UK. So this is where we're most likely to see some outbreaks of rain. Further north it could be drier, but there could be some brighter spells too, but still a cool feeling day. Temperatures struggling for the time of year, just 7-8 degrees, maybe 9 or 10 if we do catch the odd glimmer of sunshine. For Sunday, more sunshine from the word go. A very cold start today, a frosty one in fact. Sunny spells by the afternoon, most of us staying dry, but these are isolated showers for likes of East Anglia may just slip their way southwards. So still the risk of a few showers through Sunday. So chilly through the weekend, but turning drier, brighter and milder as we head into next week. Take care.
The nation mourns His Royal Highness Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh, who has died at the age of 99. Buckingham Palace made the announcement just after midday today, saying the Duke passed away peacefully at Windsor Castle. He was by the Queen's side during 73 years of marriage. Today, she expressed her deep sorrow at the loss of her beloved husband, while the Prime Minister led the nation's tributes.
He helped to steer the royal family and the monarchy so that it remains an institution indisputably vital to the balance and happiness of our national life.
He was like a grandfather to the nation, wasn't he? Lovable, full of duty, but a man and one that had compassion.
Prince Philip was the longest-serving royal consort in British history. He will be remembered for his unwavering support for the woman he loved and served.
He has quite simply been my strength and stay all these years.
Well, tonight we will look back at their life together and what it meant for the royal family and the country. Plus, his great passion for his pastimes and the legacy his charity work will leave behind.
I owe a lot to the Duke of Edinburgh, and I just want to say thank you for changing my life pretty much.
This is the ITV Evening News with Mary Nightingale from Buckingham Palace.